AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, in the news again for doing yet another stupid thing. It just makes me really angry because I'm Latino, and every time she does something like this, it just really irritates me. She's just not that smart. She really isn't. She's divisive. She's a bad person. She's just all around a bad person. I mean, let's take a look. Let's see what she has going on today. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez says she'll probably vote no on Trump's USMCA. Why? Why? We're going to dig in, and I think you guys are going to think it's very interesting. I really think she's just doing it to grandstand. She doesn't actually... I doubt she has even read anything of it, any part of the USMCA. I think she's just doing it to be anti-Trump. I really, really hope that New York votes her out. She's a horrible person. Just a horrible person. Let's take a look. Queens Rep AOC says she is a no vote on President Trump's signature deal, the USMCA. Just dumb. But it gets better. I am leaning and intending to vote no, she told voters to a community town hall in a Woodside Saturday. Sorry, I'm just a little irritated. In a Woodside Saturday, saying she was concerned about how the deal would affect those seeking out cheaper drugs in places like Canada. So now she cares more about Canada and their drug prices than the U.S. and our drug prices. And I'm sure you guys are familiar with this. If you guys are watching this video, I'm sure you've done the homework. The reason Canada has cheaper drug prices is because they basically steal our patents. The drugs that the U.S. companies actually create go into market. Other companies actually copy them, clone them, and sell them at a much cheaper price. So all the research and development money just goes nowhere. So the U.S. forces us, U.S. citizens, to actually pay these higher prices in order to keep these companies afloat, in order to keep these companies making drugs. And places like Canada, Europe, they all reap the benefit of the drug at a much, much lower rate because they're basically stealing the idea. They do no research. They do nothing. All they do is steal patents and what we have. Now, in case you're not familiar, just a few days ago, Representative Dan Crenshaw went on Twitter and actually explained a little bit about the USMCA and why it was being held up. He said that the Democrats decided what they wanted to change was the drug prices and the drug copying. We had it at 10 years, so they couldn't clone our stuff for 10 years. That the patents would work for 10 years. Well, the Democrats did not like that. So what they did is change that to 0 years.
So today we struck a deal on the USMCA, and let me be clear, I am still going to support it. It's too important of a trade deal to pass up. However, I need you to know something. You need to understand what the Democrats viewed as a negotiating win. Get this. So a fundamental part of the USMCA as it was originally negotiated was patent protection, okay? Specifically with biological drugs made in the US. In the US, patents last for 12 years, okay? Under the previous NAFTA deal, those protections only went out to 5 years in Canada and Mexico, which meant they could copy our drugs and give their own citizens cheaper drug prices at the expense of Americans. When we renegotiated the USMCA, we extended that to 10 years, which means that it was good for Americans, all Americans, not just the ones making the drugs, but for the people who are actually buying them, okay? Because we were no longer paying for Canadians and Mexicans to get cheaper copycat drugs. In the recent negotiation, the Democrats didn't like that. And instead, they renegotiated it to be 0 years. We no longer have protections for our companies making cutting edge drugs. It means that in Mexico and Canada now, they can simply copy those drugs. It doesn't have to go through the FDA, and Mexican citizens and Canadian citizens can get access to the drugs that American companies have spent money putting research and development in. What does this do to our drug prices? It increases our drug prices.
That does not help us at all. If everybody is forced to buy from these companies that actually make these drugs, the prices will drop. The prices will drop. And it's better for everybody. We continue to make these medicines that will help the world cure pretty much whatever they need to cure. And we all get to pay a lower price because nobody is stealing patents. So even though they did that, changed it before they wanted to vote on it, here's AOC saying that she will vote no because of that. It's been changed. So it's pretty disgusting. Folks who, because of our shameful health care system in the United States, crossed the border into Canada to try to purchase insulin to bring back, she said, would feel threatened due to rising prices of the pharmaceuticals. You mean like the U.S. already is? Like the U.S. citizens, the people you represent, already pay the high prices? Absolutely disgusting. Despite her opposition, the trade deal is on track to be one of the president's rare bipartisan achievements. Good for you, President Trump. Whether you like him or not, you have to admit he has done some really great things. And everything he's promised, he's actually working very hard to accomplish it. So I look forward to another few years with him. Because right now, there is nobody on the Democratic side that I would vote for. Well, let's correct that, actually. There is one person that I might vote for. Well, I would, except for there are some things that she does that I just really don't agree with. That's Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi Gabbard, man, she's awesome. And she's great looking. But her looks have nothing to do with it. Her policy, I love it. I love her policies. The only thing there's just a few things I just don't agree with. And so therefore I won't vote for her. But let's take a look at this. This deal is much better than the original NAFTA. And infinitely better than what was initially proposed by the administration, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, on Tuesday. Wow, on Tuesday. Interesting. News that Democrats and White House researched a deal came on the same day House leaderships announced formal articles of impeachment against the billionaire. Oh, I like how they did that, the billionaire, instead of the president. Just a little dig, right? So yeah, this is happening. This is pretty gross. I can't stand it. It's this crazy partisan fight in our system, and I'm getting really tired of it. I'm following it. Well, I tried, but I'm getting pretty tired of it. I'm tired of watching the TV and hearing people say the same exact thing. I'm just over it. I'm getting really disappointed in pretty much the whole Democratic Party. I was a Democrat. I don't think I am anymore, but I don't know. We'll see where this goes. Thanks for watching. Like and comment down below. Let me know what kind of stories you guys want to see. I'll talk to you soon.